Welcome, basketball fans, to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. It's a big-time Game 6 showdown in the Western Conference semifinals. It's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Houston Rockets. I'll be here in the studio for the halftime show.
As the playoffs continue, the action intensifies. 8 teams eliminated, and now the true contenders begin to emerge. Nothing can be taken for granted, and those not ready for the next level will be the next to go. This is round 2 of the NBA playoffs.
We've got a full house of rabid Rocket fans packed in the arena here in Houston, Texas. Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals here. Welcome, everyone. Kevin Arnold along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And breaking down the game, let's take a look here at Eric Gordon.
Well, some guys you just need to keep an eye on for the entire 48 minutes because of their ability to get hot. Eric Gordon is one of them. I mean, he can go 4 or 5 minutes without scoring, and then all of a sudden he'll come down and bam, knock down 4 or 5 straight shots.
And when he gets it going, there's really no stopping him either because he is that explosive a scorer. Inside, he can drive it and finish through contact on the perimeter. He's a lethal three-point shooter. I love the way this young man brings his game night in and night out.
Taking a look at Houston. It's a win or stay home as they look to keep their raucous crowd to help propel them to a final Game 7 on enemy ground.
Well, they'd have loved for this to be a clinching game so they could do it in front of their home fans, but they're still in good shape. I definitely like their chances to win this game and go on to win the series.
You know, I think if you asked them before the series if they'd be happy with the position they're in right now, they'd have taken it. It's still anybody's series.
On defense, Houston, it's a 3-point game. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
And I think they can be proud of the way they performed. I mean, they executed. They really brought energy to the game. It just didn't go their way.
You know what? That was a tough game played in a tough environment on the road, Steve, and they were right in it until the closing moments.
Here is Harden following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Number 15, defended by Gasol. And the layup is good. He has 5.
I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range, and it's got to be sky high.
Aldridge with a screen on Harden. Here's Mills.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. It's going to make you earn it from the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. And both free throws good for Mills. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Harden with it. He kicks it to Beverly. Back to Harden. Pass to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Harden. All sorts of time. And again, the Rockets good for 2. Here's Mills. Outside, Green. Passes it to Aldridge. Another shot. Puts up the baby hook. Eric Gordon with the rebound.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
The feed to Beverly. Number 15. Aldridge is covering. 4 on the shot clock. Gets it to go. He's got 7.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's an easy shot there. It's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Gordon goes in. Misses from short range.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Mills dishes to Gasol. The 10-footer. And he can't bank that one in. Rockets leading by 5. Harden gets to Beverly. He feeds it to Gordon. He passes to Beverly. Back to Gordon. Here's Harden. Another miss by Houston.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it. Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Now, here is Harden. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Kicks it to Gordon. For Houston, they had made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. The free throw drops for Gordon. And so he hits both.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
And Doris Burke spoke with Mike D'Antoni. Doris?
I asked him if he thinks he'll be able to muster the energy and effort it takes to win 2 straight elimination games. He said, sure, but we're not going to win 2 games at once. We can't think about Game 7 yet. We have to win this one first. Pretty smart advice, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Back to Harden. Harden draws the double and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
Spurs trail by 5. Green passes to Mills. Now the dish to Simmons. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game. Aldridge dishes to Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Mills. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Mills has got 5. Here's Beverly on the wing. Harden. Here's Harden on the wing. The shot is off. For San Antonio, they've gotten just 3 of the first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Gasol.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And it's tied up with that one.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Harden gets to Ariza. He dishes it to Beverly. Number 15, defended by Gasol. And that one's good. 9 points in the game so far. Now Mills. 5 points in the game. Mills gets the screen from Gasol. From deep, Green. That's good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Harden kicks to Gordon. Back to Harden. Harden draws the double. 5 on the clock. Mills, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. For the 3, Ariza no up.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
The Spurs have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he knocks down the first one. Spurs making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Both free throws good from Gasol. It's trailed by 3. Feeds to Ariza. Here's Harden on the wing. Pocket 6. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
And Mills kicks to Simmons. Dishes to Mills. Pass to Lee. Reza covering. Puts up the baby hook. There's David Lee on the assist by Mills. Mills has got his third assist on the night. Harden kicks to Gordon. Back to Harden. Houston needs to get a shot. That's a 2 from Gordon. And Houston again with the bucket. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Mills with it, and it's Harden picking him up, backing down his lead. Gets the bucket.
Yeah, both teams are scoring well, but there hasn't been much defensive resistance either.
Get out of here, San Antonio!
They set the pick. He kicks it to Ariza. And it's all evened up. Ariza's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
And he's someone the defense has to keep track of at all times because, even when he doesn't have the ball, he moves so well without it. He's constantly a threat to catch and shoot.
And offensively, you'll find him often lurking on those corners. Always a high percentage shot among three-pointers, and especially for him.
So it's the Spurs now after Trevor Ariza just hit the three. Run the clock. No good from Simmons.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Number 15. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Green, no luck. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Beverly. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Mills. Goes up on the block, and that one's good. Mills has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
Well, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
The Rockets trail. Outside Williams. Houston moving it around. Left side Williams. Drops one in from the wing. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field at this point. Murray, the pass to Bertens. Now Murray. .157 left in the first quarter. Backing down his lead. Off target with the jumper. The Rockets shooting an impressive 60% early. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
Spurs trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Murray, the pass to Anderson. Lee, a screen on Anderson. Anderson dishes to Ginobili. Just 4 to shoot. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Houston.
Well, I really like what they're doing here in the opening half, down on the block. Very productive inside.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Bertens. San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The pass to Murray. The feed to Anderson. Ginobili outside. Passes it to Lee. Back and down. Hits it from about 6 feet away. Lee's got 6. Now here's Williams. Williams gets a screen from Anderson. Williams in the post. He's covered by Murray. Some solid defense here from Murray. The Spurs shooting 47% here so far. Bertans passes to Murray. Anderson outside. Here's Murray. Makes it off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 2. Here is Williams. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Williams gets a screen from Anderson. And Williams, here we go. Stolen by Anderson. Bertans, the pass to Ginobili. For 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Game 6 in the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Boston Celtics take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards this Wednesday.
And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They're making a concerted effort to get to the free throw line in the first half, guys. They're cashing in.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Anderson, who's out there with David Lee, and it's Murray in at the 1. 6 to shoot. Lee backs him down. Takes the 13-footer. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Harden kicks to Williams. Williams gets a screen from Anderson. It's Williams with the drive. Harden outside. Harden right side. The dive for the ball. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for David Lee. Here's Williams. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hit.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Aldridge, and another basket for San Antonio.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Harden outside. And some nice passing there by Houston. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Anderson. The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
Easy boys, come on!
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the strike. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. He feeds it to Anderson. No good with the triple. Rockets trail. Kicks it to Williams. And stolen by Murray. Ginobili left side. A baseline J. And it's San Antonio with another. Rocket shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Harden kicks to Williams. Williams gets a screen from Anderson. Left side Anderson. Puts it up from 15. Good!
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points, really. Nobody paid him any mind there.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Ginobili kicks to Anderson. Back to Ginobili. Three-pointer. And it's good. Ginobili's got 6 points.
He had to wait for a while, all the way until now. But he finally got his first three-pointer of the game.
Now, here is Harden. Six on the shot clock. Number 7. Offensive rebound.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
Anderson kicks to Ginobili. Back to Anderson. He passes to Ginobili. Cannot hit. The Rockets go the other way with it. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Back to Anderson. Into LaMarcus Aldridge. Stolen by Anderson. Harden dishes to Williams. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Aldridge with a screen on Williams. Doubled by Anderson. Pass to Bertens. Second chance effort. And it's laid in by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
It's Williams with the drive. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Bertens, the pass to Anderson. Here's Ginobili, and it's San Antonio with another.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Ginobili against Harden. There's the dish to Williams. Off the left rim and out.
I thought he'd make that one. I mean, that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Ginobili outside. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Spurs making a change here. Now here's Williams, covered by Mills. Outside Williams. Right side Williams. Harden outside. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. Now Mills. He's got 7. Aldridge backing in. Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. He dishes it to Williams. Ginobili against Harden. Ginobili off a pick from Aldridge. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
And the Spurs making a change here. And for Houston, their shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Number 15, defended by Gasol. From the baseline. Rebounded by Manu Ginobili. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Feeds it to Mills. Back to Ginobili. Pass to Aldridge. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Aldridge has got 8 points.
I don't know of too many other players, Kevin, who have his level of concentration offensively. He just seems to have that singular focus you need as a shooter that, you know, even if a defender's all over you, you still just lock in and let it go.
Yeah, and I also love the way he can torture a defense by using the good old-fashioned pick and roll. When they execute it well, and he's on the receiving end of the pass, mark it up. It's 2 points.
Ginobili kicks to Simmons. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Williams attacking. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Simmons. Simmons got 4 rebounds in this game. Ginobili dishes to Gasol. Aldridge can't hit. And the Rockets take it the other way. Outside Williams. They get it again. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Williams has got 10.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Ginobili. And stolen by Gordon. All alone. The big dunk at the end of the break.
So deflating for a team. Clark coughing up the ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
And it's just as much of a boost for the team getting those easy points off the steal.
Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that terrible turnover.
A different look now for San Antonio. Lead comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. The Rockets have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. And here is Williams. 10 points for him. Oh, that's blocked.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Green kicks to Mills. Dishes to Simmons. Spurs passing it around. Shot clock at 5. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And he's good on the 3-ball. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
On the wing, Eric Gordon. Back to Williams. He kicks to Beverly. Ariza. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Simmons. Simmons got his 6th rebound on the night. And stolen by Williams. On the wing, Eric Gordon. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And that's now 9 points for Eric Gordon.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Outside, Green. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Williams. Back to Ariza. Outside Williams. Rockets 6. Shot, high post. Rebound, San Antonio.
Now you had a defender draped all over. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
There's a minute 34 left in the first half. The feed to Beverly. Back to Williams. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. 1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Mills with it. Williams picks him up. Outside, Green. Green gets a screen from Gasol. Green passes to Gasol. Mills dishes to Simmons. Lee kicks to Gasol. Lays it up and banks it in. Gasol's got 6. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game. Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
San Antonio with the ball. Lee passes to Gasol. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 23 seconds left now here in the second. Lee kicks to Gasol. The pass to Simmons. 5 to shoot. Lee. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Rockets ball.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half of the game. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. It's San Antonio leading by just 1. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Round 2 of the NBA playoffs is in full swing. This is 2K Sports. The Spurs battling in a close one against the Houston Rockets. They're just 1 win away from advancing, and they want to see that win happen today. Patrick Mills with a nice boost in the first half. He's got 7 points and has kept everyone else involved, piling up the assists. And it's also been a strong start for the Rockets. They've gotten a tremendous boost from their reserves, going to them early in the game for production. The first half performance by Eric Gordon, just terrific. He's got 9 points. He's also contributed on the glass. And that's all there is for me here in the studio. Time to send you back to my friend Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference semifinals. You have to like what we're seeing from Lou Williams.
Yeah, that was really surprising. I thought his performance came out of the blue, but it also came at the most opportune time possible.
You know, Steve, sometimes the smaller names show up with the bigger games. Perfect example of that here so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Houston. Harden out there, Patrick Beverly. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Gordon. The Rockets trail. Harden with it. Back to Gordon. Kicks it out to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Swiped away. In transition, here comes San Antonio.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And also, Steve, I think he's the definition of a lockdown defender. It doesn't matter what style of player he's up against. He can handle just about anything that's thrown at him.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Rockets trail by 3. Pass to Beverly. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Left side, Gordon. Offline with the baseline jumper. And Mills kicks to Simmons. The wing jumper off target. The Rockets shooting at 50% in a decent group. Harden with it. Now Green defending. Down low. Number 15. And he drops it in from the low post.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it. And look to finish the play right there.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. And that one misses. San Antonio's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. He feeds it to Simmons. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. Mills. Gets it to go. Mills has got 9.
And I like that move to the hoop. To use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
Harden kicks to Gordon. And that's off the glass and in.
You know, with the expectations low for him, he can provide a nice lift when he does put the ball in the basket.
The 3 from Mills. Here's Gasol. Here's Aldridge. And at last, they get one to fall. He's got 10.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
The Rockets have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. The first free throw is good. David Lee checked in for San Antonio. Harden hits them both. San Antonio leading. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Mills dishes to Simmons. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Simmons got his third basket of the night.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Here is Harden. He has 6. Kicks to Gordon. He's up top. Houston moving the ball around. It's Harden with the drive. Good D by Lee. Spurs leading by 3. Green kicks to Aldridge. Pass to Mills. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Harden kicks to Gordon. Number 15. A A beautiful reverse layup. He's got 13.
Beautiful reverse. He got his glide on and left the D in the rearview mirror.
Aldridge with a screen on Harden. Here's Simmons. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. And the Spurs lead by 3. Now, here is Harden. Number 15. It's all in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I love their hustle because they're getting a lot of second chance opportunities just as a result of playing hard. Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
It's stolen by Green, and a fast break now for the Spurs. Green with the ball.
The Rockets have to improve their approach against Green.
He has 9 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that may not be the first thing people notice about his performance, but those are important points nonetheless.
And the Rockets making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Number 15, covered by Lee. It's rebounded by Simmons.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Gordon kicks to Anderson. He passes to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Harden's got 8.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
San Antonio calls timeout. Houston making a switch. Ariza's checked in. San Antonio leading by 5. And Mills kicks to Simmons. Aldridge, no luck. Rockets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Harden. And it's 13 points for Eric Gordon.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Park. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
It's Harden with the drive. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good for Harden. The Spurs making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Harden hits them both. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Mills passes to Simmons. Gasol. There's the dish to Mills. Feeds it to Lee. Pass to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Hits the bucket. Green's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
Harden dishes to Ariza. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Here's Simmons. 9 points in the game so far. He dishes it to Mills. He kicks to Simmons. Get the shot. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And now a 5-point San Antonio lead. Anderson a screen on Green. Here's Beverly. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Now Mills. And Simmons gets to Gasol. The jump hook. And that one's good. Gasol's got 8 points.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Beverly the pass to Ariza. And some nice passing there by Houston. There's Beverly. The open shot, Gordon. And it's Houston with another.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Mills gets the screen from Lee. Green left side. Dishes it to Mills. The three ball. And that one's good. Mills has got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something you should get away from.
And the Spurs making a change here. Number 7 is covered by Anderson. And the shot is good. He's got 5.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Now Murray. Back to Gasol. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Here's Beverly. Number 15, defended by Gasol. Green with the rebound. Spurs leading by 7. And there's the pass to Murray. And there's the feed to Anderson. Passes it to Aldridge. Working on Anderson. And that one's good by Aldridge. Here is Harden. He's got 10. 1:53 left in the third. Number 7. And he drops him a layup off the glass. 7 points in the game. San Antonio's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Now Murray. Deep 2 from Anderson. Another one falls for San Antonio. There's 1:26 left in the third. Harden gets a screen from Anderson. Harden kicks to Beverly. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Beverly's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on him.
Murray the pass to Anderson. He feeds it to Gasol. Pass to Murray. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Aldridge. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Bertzinus, he's checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. Rockets trail by 7.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
34 seconds left to play in the third. Rockets 6. Harden can't hit.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Kicks it out to Ginobili. Lets it go with the 3. Rockets with the rebound. Harden outside. Connects in the foul line jumper. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter. And we've reached the end of the third. Spurs lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Here is Harden. On the court right now for the Spurs. Pau Gasol is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Mills. And it's Bertans in at the 3 spot. Here's Harden. The rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Defended by Gordon. Feeds it to Aldridge. Backing in. It's trailed by 5. Harden dishes to Anderson. Back to Harden. Number 15, covered by Mills. Number 15. San Antonio with the rebound. Mills has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Gasol. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. And that's 13 points for Pau Gasol.
And his confidence has come back since halftime after really a rough first 2 quarters.
And it's Gordon penetrating. Back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Ariza outside. Takes the 3. And that is good.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
And Mills gets to Gasol. That is good. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
Number 15, defended by Gasol. Number 15. Off the mark and a bad shot there. San Antonio leading by 6. And Ginobili, here we go.
Well, I think that the Rockets need to change their strategy against Gasol.
15 points and the contribution from the line for him. He's made 5 free throws.
He hasn't been afraid to draw a little contact if the opportunity's been there. I'll tell you, some guys shy away from that, not him. Easy call there.
No question about that. You could hear the impact from where I am.
That free throw good from Gordon. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And here's Mills. Back to Aldridge. Manu Ginobili on the wing. The dish to Mills. 6 to shoot. Releases. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Rockets trail by 5. Houston moving it around. And Beverly kicks to Williams. The putback. A follow-up flush.
That's how to make your mark on the board with an emphatic finish.
Oh, Clark, he was savage on that second opportunity.
Yeah, those are the types of possessions that are really demoralizing for a defense, guys.
Aldridge down low, working on Anderson.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
It's Williams with the drive. The kick out to Anderson. On the wing, Williams, covered by Mills. Williams missing again. Spurs leading by 3.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
That free throw good from Simmons. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. He's off on the second.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which is giving him some free throw opportunity.
Gordon for 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 20 points for Eric Gordon.
And he had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Mills with it. He passes it to Simmons. takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And the Spurs lead by 3. The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Williams, covered by Mills. Williams kicks to Gordon. The offensive rebound. That free throw missing. James Harden. He's checked in for Houston. And he's good on the second.
Being down 2 points instead of 1, thanks to the free throw miss, makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge left side. Unloads from 13. Can't get it to go. Good D by Ariza. Houston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. To the paint, number 15. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
And Mills kicks to Simmons. He dishes it to Mills. Fades. He's again, and it's Gasol getting it to go.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
But you feel like it's going to reward this team at some point. They've got to continue to maintain the energy.
Harden pitch to Beverly. Back to Harden. Spurs have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. Or 9.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. He may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now is the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
Thanks again, Doris. And Simmons kicks to Aldridge. Dishes it to Mills. Three-pointer. No luck. And Houston the other way now.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Harden kicks to Gordon. That's good. Gordon's got 13 points in the second half.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Here's Mills. Simmons passes to Aldridge.
It seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
It's Harden with the drive. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And they double up Gordon. Number 15. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 22 points for him.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Green kicks to Mills. Buries the long-range jumper.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Right side, Gordon. Houston moving it around. Harden outside. Shoots the 3. Green with the rebound.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Here's Simmons. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And now a 5-point Spurs lead. Rockets have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
Spurs leading by 5. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong and together.
Yeah, and very aggressive, too. Keeping the defense off balance with their ball movement. I like the way they look.
6 on the shot clock. And that one's good by Aldridge.
He's been noticeably AWOL here in the fourth. Absent. Only 1 make on 5 chances.
Houston now, time running out. Harden outside. There's a good screen. Back to Ariza. They need this. Gets it to go.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
And Mills kicks to Simmons. Pass to Gasol. Now the feed to Aldridge. The dish to Simmons. Now Mills. 5 to shoot. Tries to keep it alive. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Ahead. Here's Gordon. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're leading by 3. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. And Mills gets to Gasol. Backing him down. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Aldridge dishes to Mills. Wide open.
The shooting percentage has really fallen here in the second half. You've got to find the range again, guys.
And that one's good.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Gasol with the steal. By himself, flushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays, Clark, just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end.
Harden's shot is good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
So it's San Antonio now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. .36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Green passes to Mills. Harden, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Rockets now. Houston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Kicks it out to Gordon. Misses off the right iron. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Gets the 3 to fall.
It's been a a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been dead.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there to ensure that they're going to go home with the W.
Harden, no good. And that's going to do it for this series. They'll move on. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Time for us to say so long. Thanks for watching 2K Sports' presentation of the coverage of the second round of the NBA playoffs. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. But first, let's reveal the Jordan Player of the Game.